Right, so this is a review of some Apple AirPods that I've bought my wife to use on her iPhone XS phone. Now, just a bit of background. I'm not an Apple aficionado. I think there's some really good things about Apple, but I also think that they're vastly overpriced for what they are. And once you're in the Apple ecosystem, you're basically in there forever. So I was a Microsoft Windows phone person, and then when they cancelled that, I'm now an Android person. So this is being filmed on an S8 Plus, and I've got an S10 Plus on order that comes with the new Samsung Earbuds. So I'll do a review on those later, but this is primarily about the Apple ones. Now, when I've said I'm not an aficionado of Apple, I've still gone out and spent £159 on these AirPods. And the reason for that is it's my wife's phone. She's always on the phone, and I wanted her to have something that released her hands. And I could have got cheaper earbuds from elsewhere, but the thing is, these are so simple that I do take my hat off to Apple. So I've actually deleted them from this phone just so that you see how easy they are to set up. So the first thing that you do is you pick up the case, which unfortunately I have to say is very shiny and easy to drop, which is what I just did. You open up the case and there's a little white light flashing just there, and that basically shows that they're charging and not connected to anything, I think. So by opening it, you can see on the screen straight away it's saying that there's some AirPods available. Do I want to connect? So press connect, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So as I say, hats off to Apple for that. It shows that the AirPods themselves are 100% charge and the case is 45% charge. Because the great thing about this is that although there's obviously batteries in each of the AirPods, they do run down, and while you're out and about working, you charge them. When you can connect up to the lightning socket at the bottom there, but if you just pop them back into the case, as long as the case which has got a battery is charged, these will charge up. So as soon as you open it, it tells you what the statistics are on the battery life, and then it's just a case of taking them out and using them. Now, the one thing that I will say about this, I've said that the case is shiny and easily droppable. Well, these, you have to grab them in a particular way because these are also very shiny, and there's not much sticks out of there. When you pop it in, there's only a tiny little bit that sticks out. So when you try picking it up, your fingers are actually slipping off. So you've got to get it at an angle like that and pull it out. When you do pull them out, that's them, and they do fit perfectly in the ear, and I mean perfectly. You just drop them into your ear just so that you can see them. So that's the ear pod there, and it literally just hooks in like that, and it's not going anywhere. Shake your head about, it doesn't come off. I think the next generation may have a slightly rubberized top there. You've got your mic and everything down at the bottom, and there's holes in it for the bass and things, but they do fit in the ear perfectly. And there's the other one. Again, not going anywhere, so you can go to the gym, go for a run, walk around the house, walk around town, whatever, and they're not going to come out. So easy, very easy to put in. Right then, so once you've taken them out and they're in place, you can use them to your heart's content. So obviously when a call's coming in, you can answer it just by double tapping on the side there, and then to end the call, you just double tap it again. When it's in your ear though, if you double tap it, you'll see on this screen Siri comes up, and basically you can control your device through your earpiece by just double tapping it. So if I just close that, we'll open it again. Open Spotify. Play next track. I've just taken it out so that you could hear it, but basically it stops playing when you take it out and then starts playing when you go back in. Use it for all sorts of things. So if I just come out of that, call Mark, and then it gives you the options of which one to call. Just let me stop this. Stop playing Spotify. And it's paused. I could have said pause, but so all in all, for ease of use, a definite recommendation. For a cost of £159, for me, that's really expensive. I don't think it's good value for money. I definitely don't think it's good value for money. And the reason I'm saying that is these are the ones that I currently use. And I think I paid about £30 for these recently. Exactly the same thing. It's an earbud, still difficult to take out. But when you take it out, it connects to your Android phone straight away. If you put it back in, it charges. It's got as long a play time as the AirPods. On the front of them, you've got, this shows how much charge is actually in the case. I'm not going to run out of charge on this, that's for sure. And as I say, around about £30. And they're the best ones that I've ever had, that I've used. That's not to take anything away from the Apple ones. They are really good. But £159 and £30. I know which ones I've gone for, but these are so easy for my wife to use. So the next generation is due to come out. I believe that the case is going to be rubberized so that it doesn't slip and fall. Obviously. What else is there? I think that they're going to be waterproof or more waterproof, and I think they might be rubberized. The bit that goes in your ear might be rubberized as well, so you might want to hang on. However, if you can't hang on and you love Apple, they're great. They swap between your Apple devices really well. So it is a recommendation. There's a caveat in as much as they're really expensive. These would just as easily link up with that, and if I could trust my wife to be able to use them, then I would have recommended those. But as I said, the Apple AirPods, they work great, and they're in my ears now. Just take one out and show you the last one again, and that's it. So what I will do, when my Samsung 10 Plus comes through, I will do a review of the Samsung earbuds that I get. See, you just drop these all over the place, that I get with it, and we'll see how they compare. That's a nice little touch. But as I say, I'm sure that'll happen with the Samsungs as well. Close it and they're switched off. And that's it.